Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Augustate. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about Donald Trump presidency and what it meant for immigrants, for us living in the US and for those that want to come to the US. So Donald Trump signed 26 executive orders on his first day in office, and one of them were about immigration. Yes, and among those 26, the top on it was border, which has to do with immigration. So he signed an executive order to quickly or immediately deploy armed forces to the border, which is fair because a lot of people come into the United States illegally by through the border, and a lot of criminal activities are said to be happening at the border. So it deploy armed forces there to go and make sure that the border is secured. And also concerning the border, he also signed an executive order to continue the construction of the border. We all know that Donald Trump was building the border, the walls of the border to prevent illegal immigrants from entry into his country. And we all know that he always pushed forward his policy of putting American first, putting American first. So that's what he did. So what this means that those of you immigrants, especially those living in Mexican, because most of those people that cross the borders are those people living close to the border. It's you cannot illegally jump or walk and come in the United States. That's a crime. You will be caught and you will be punished, or the law will take its course on you. So that's one of the things. So that will stop the illegal flow of immigrants through the border. Another executive order that is signed is the one to remain in Mexico. Yeah, in Mexico. Like, there are a lot of Mexicans that comes to the US as refugees. So now Donald Trump executive order has stated that if you want to come to the US as a refugee or coming to seek asylum from Mexico, you will have to stay in your country until your paperwork is done. So you will stay there and your paperwork will be processed here. Before now, they will come here and start doing the paperwork to become a refugee in the United States. So now that one is no longer happening because that's what the executive order is about, to stop it from happening. Then another executive order that Donald Trump signed is to suspend the refugee resettlement program for 4 months. Yes, even though you can start your program for Mexico, but now from now to 4 month time, no one will apply, and those that have applied and are waiting, nothing will be done about their case for 4 months because they're gonna put a pause on it. So the resettlement program, because a lot of people come here through different means. Yes, you have the diversity visa, you have asylum, you have those that come through work, education, refugee, different ways of coming to the US. So it's gonna put a pause on the refugee resettlement for 4 months. Yes. And also Trump also changes the birthright citizen requirement. Yes. Before now, as long as you gave birth to your child in the US, automatically, whether you are a US citizen or a permanent resident, your child will become a US citizen, which is nationalization by birth, which is like that's how it is in almost every part of the world, I guess. So, but with this, I guess, executive order, if you come here and give birth to your child, and one or two or both of you don't have green card or citizenship, then your child will not be eligible to become a citizen. So that means your child will not get social security. Your child will not be referred to as American. So he has signed an executive order for that. What I was expecting Trump to do, me personally, probably maybe some immigrants will come in and give birth and use the medical system. Probably they don't pay their bills, because according to the law in America, everyone should be treated. Yeah, it's unlike Africa. That's one thing I like about the US. Africa, they will ask you for money before ever a doctor or nurse will start treating you. Especially my country. Let me don't just say Africa, my country that I came from. So, but here, you should treat everyone, yes, and later you can charge them. So probably a lot of immigrants take advantage of that, and they will come and give birth, and then they didn't pay their money, they didn't pay anything for the services. And then if that, maybe that's the reason that they will say, okay, because of this you're owing in this, your child. But this one, he's not exempting anybody. Even if you come, you pay your medical bills and you give back to your child, as long as you don't have a green card or you are not a citizen, your child will not become a citizen. Yes, he will not. So guys, in this video, I'm not going to talk my opinion about any of those executive orders. I'm just going to tell you what it meant for us immigrants, especially Africans and immigrants. So now, if you're coming here and you say, okay, let me come and give birth to my child and go back so that my child will be a citizen, if this executive order go through, then that will not be possible. But it has been challenged. So let's see what happens. Then the other executive orders that Donald Trump has signed is the cease, will I say cease or ending of foreign assistance for 90 days. So according to Donald Trump, for these first 90 days, every assistance that the U.S. is giving to other countries, especially developing countries, underdeveloped countries, will cease. Any other country that any source of help, it's gonna stop for 90 days. Yes, that's another executive order that he has signed. So for those of us in Africa that are having help, because America is helping a lot of countries, so he has signed an executive order to stop all the funds and help that America is giving to other country. So this is what it is for us also, immigrants. Yes, and then he also signed different executive orders about limiting the definition of gender identity. He announced that there is only two gender in the US, but I'm just concentrating on what his executive orders mean for us. And also talking about illegal immigrants, we have legal and we have illegal immigrants. So legal immigrants are the ones that acquire visa and then get themselves, do their paperwork, go for an interview or do whatever they can, but they acquire visa and come into the United States. And the illegal immigrants are those that maybe cross the border, and just come into the United States. So then there are some people that really did all the paperwork and came into the United States, but their visa got expired. So the sooner your visa got expired, you are illegal immigrants. You are seen as those that cross the border because you are illegal. You're not supposed to be in the United States. So we know a lot of times some Africans will come and study and then they decide to overstay their visa. It's okay if you keep, maybe after you finish doing one course, you go and do another course because you're still studying. But if your term is finished, you finish your school and you decide to work or you decide not to go home, you are considered illegal immigrant. So Donald Trump is is coming after those people. And also, there are some people that came for visiting, and they came and then they overstayed too. Yes. So they were initially legal, but their status changed to illegal immigrant. So if you're wondering who is an illegal immigrant, because a lot of people think an illegal immigrant are just those people that will be crossing borders and coming in that way. But no, you can do your paperwork, get into the plane, and come in the US. And after your status changes or your time expires, then you fall into the category of being illegal immigrant. So, guys, what is this? This is a wake up call for us Africans. That we have to see how much. I know all of us want to see greener pasture, which is good, but we have to start concentrating on developing our country. We have to. Even for those of us who are fortunately legal in the States, yes, we have to go and then help build our country up, our country of origin. Yes, but everyone in Africa are running away, seeking greener pastures, which is, as I said, it's okay. But now Donald Trump is making it hard or even impossible for people to just get into his country. And for those of you that have people here, you don't even know their status in the US, and probably their visas expire. Some of you maybe are aware, some of you are not, and they are working and sending money for you because they got a job and they are working, which usually people refers to under the table job or whatever. So it's now time for you to be considerate. Some of them will not tell you exactly what's happening. So, but if you have a family that used to send for you money and then they stop or they tell you things are difficult, now is the best time for you to understand. Yes. Of course, things are always not easy over here, but now is the best time for you to understand because probably maybe they don't have the opportunity to work again and they are trying to make sure they are not caught. You don't know what they are going through. So, guys, this is what it is for us immigrants. Those of us that are back home are trying by all means to get to the United States. Make sure you come to the United States through legal means. There are a lot of legal means, the diversity visa, even the refugee that he's saying is legal, and other means by job, education. Yeah, you come here, and once your visa expire, please don't try to overstay your visa because Donald Trump is not joking. Donald Trump is not joking. So, guys, I'm going to stop on this note, and please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and like my video and share my video. I'll be giving you updates. Thanks for watching.